Support for this show comes from Wake Forest Baptist Health, the exclusive healthcare sponsor of the Martha Bassett Show. Wake Forest Baptist Health, an academic medical center whose physicians and researchers are working to invent tomorrow's treatments today. More at wakehealth.edu.
Hi, I'm Martha Bassett, and tonight we're airing our program from March of 2019. We had a bit of a literary angle on this one. We featured the amazing Minton Sparks, along with the poetry and songwriting of Jonathan Byrd. We also welcomed the award-winning old-time musician Shohei Tsutsumi from Japan. And just a note on this episode, if there are any tender ears listening, there's some saucy language on this one. The band was Sarah Howell Miller on percussion and piano, Fiona Burdett on cello and mandolin, Russell Kelly on electric guitar, Alex McKinney on dobro and guitar, and Pat Lawrence, our announcer, on bass. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and the music of Martha Bassett. Tonight we welcome the literary giant Minton Sparks from Tennessee, North Carolina's own Jonathan Byrd, and visiting us from Japan, Shohei Tsutsumi. Let's get started with Martha and the band on this 1946 hit, Shoe Fly Pie and Apple Pan Dowdy.
Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, make your eyes light up, your tummy say howdy. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, make the sun come up when heavens are cloudy. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. Mama, when you bake, Mama, I don't want cake, Mama, for my sake. Just go to the oven and get some ever-loving shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, make your eyes light up, your tummy say howdy. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, make the sun come up when heavens are cloudy. Shoe fly pie and apple pan dowdy, I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. I never get enough of that wonderful stuff. Thank you so much.
That was the classic homage to Pennsylvania Dutch cooking, Shoe Fly Pie and Apple Pan Dowdy by Guy Wood and Sammy Gallup. Next up, we have Shohei Tsutsumi, who visited us from Japan. Shohei had moved to North Carolina to pursue college studies in Appalachian music. He also wanted to be close to the region that gave birth to some of his favorite playing styles and musicians such as Tommy Jarrell. He won many competitions while in the States, including the Ashe County Fiddlers Convention with this version of Cindy on the Mountain Dulcimer.
Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to introduce you to Elkin resident Shohei Tsutsumi. Shohei moved here from Osaka, Japan, because of his love for old-time mountain music. You have an amazing backstory. You are the first non-American to get a master's degree in Appalachian Studies from App State University, right?
Thank you.
So how on earth did you become interested in music from our region?
It's really long story, if I have to explain it. But, we have several kind of old-timers, by that, old-time musicians in Japan who often come to visit fiddlers' conventions or festivals to learn music. And, I had to meet, really fortunately, and they kind of guided me to actually experience the kind of real life, of you, instead of just learning from recordings, recordings or books or videos. That's really useful, but I just really want to pursue the kind of my study to by living in the region.
To immerse yourself, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are you going to play for us?
I'm gonna play the tune called Little Maggie. This is also really kind of famous tune, and my particular version is kind of based on the Mr. Tommy Jarrell. He was born in 1901, so he already passed away, but he was legendary banjo and fiddle player from Round Peak, Surrey County. I'm really got into the Surrey County style, so I'm gonna play that tune on my banjo. And this banjo is kind of fretless. You don't see the fret, so I can make a kind of slide, kind of bluesy feeling. That's why I like the playing on the fretless banjo. So. Oh, we understand little Maggie with drum brass in her hand. She's drinking away her trouble and courting some other man. Oh, how can I ever stand it to see them two blue eyes? They're shining in the moonlight like diamonds in the sky. Real flower was made for blooming, real star was made to shine, real women were made for loving, little Mag was meant to be mine. Lay down your last gold dollar, lay down your gold watch and chain. Little Maggie gonna dance for daddy, listen to that old banjo ring. Last time I saw little Maggie, she was sitting on the banks of the sea with 44 around her and the banjo on her knee. Go away, little Maggie, and do that best you can. You'll get me another woman, I'll get you some other man.
Thank you, Shohei. He'll be back with us in the second set.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Explore Elkin, a source of travel information for downtown Elkin, the Yadkin Valley, and beyond. Downtown Elkin features historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining. More at exploreelkin.com or on Facebook. The Martha Bassett Show makes its home at the Reeves Theater and Cafe, downtown Elkin's newly renovated landmark. Originally opened as an Art Deco movie theater in 1941, it was fully operational until 1973 and later reopened in 2018.
So last year, when we were planning the first show of our first season, I wanted to find the best performer and best songwriter I could find. And of course, that was Mr. Jonathan Byrd. Yes. Jonathan comes to us from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, but he tours internationally as Jonathan Byrd and the Pickup Cowboy. So will you please give a warm welcome for Jonathan Byrd?
I was an oak tree. It took 1,000 years to grow. And I've seen kingdoms come and go. I've seen the losers turn to lords and back again. I held the rebels when they hung them from my limbs. When men of fortune cast their futures on the sea, it's when they came for me. I was a slave ship under the standard of the cross, a hallelujah holocaust, and half were dead before we reached the other shore. And the captain never saw the coming storm that swept around the Cape and took us by surprise, and only 8 survived. I was a campfire, a pile of driftwood in the sand, and the only comfort in this land. And 8 hungry sailors roasted acorns that they'd found, and left me burning as they stumbled toward the sound of a church bell ringing out above the ocean wind. And I was born again. I'm an oak tree out along the wild Cape Fear, and there is talk of freedom here. Where is the kingdom that was here before I came? Where have the people gone who only left their names? A revolution's just a circle after all, and every kingdom falls. I'm an oak tree. If it takes 1,000 years to grow, I'll see kingdoms come and go. I'll see kingdoms come and go. I am from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, which thinks a lot of itself. But I have heard that here in Elkin, North Carolina, you are a cultured people. And I have been instructed specifically to read some poetry. Making the bed. My mother taught me how to make the bed. The Navy taught me how to make the bed. My wife taught me how to make the bed. It's like trying to bend a spoon with my mind. I've seen people do it. I sit, stare, I clench my teeth, and wish, but the spoon is whole. The top sheet is sideways. There's a long ridge that I name many names. The pillows look like a whorehouse. Even a deathbed has hospital corners. I'm a maid in my mother's own hell. Well, keep your Kenworth running strong for regional, bulk, or hauling logs. Air suspension gives a nice soft ride, and the fairing's got a toolbox inside. Piano hinge doors stay quiet and square, and that huck-bolted cab ain't going nowhere. It's 600 horses charging straight and true, and it's aerodynamic to save you fuel. Well, if you got it, a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. I said if you got it, a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. Now, picture a semi in your mind, the flat nose grill and the red oval sign, the classic looking semi. It was defined by the Peterbilt, the 389. The new model's got a slope grill hood, and that lets you see the road real good. If you like that, that's just fine. But me, I drive a 389. Well, if you got it, a big truck brought it, and if you want it, there's a big truck on it. Y'all know that? If you got it, if you got it, brought it, a big truck brought it. You want it, if you want it, there's a big truck on it. Now, air brake and haulers go by many names. They're all a little different, but one thing's the same, whether Sterling, a Mack, or Western Star. A big rig brought it to where you are. If it's Freightliner, Eagle, a Volvo, or Ford, with Playboy mud flaps or baby on board, hauling solid gold or a load of manure, a big truck brought it, you could be sure. Sing if you got it. A big truck brought it, you want it, if you want it, there's a big truck on it, if you got it, if you got it, a big truck brought it, you want it, if you want it, there's a big truck on it, if you want it, here we go, if you want it.
Minton Sparks is one of the most beloved spoken word performance artists working today. She has been called the best country singer that doesn't sing, and her stories strike deep, keeping you on the edge of your seat with a cavalcade of emotions. We'll close the first half with Minton joining Martha and the band on a pair of songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please give a warm North Carolina welcome to Ms. Minton Sparks. Midnight outside of Memphis, the only light for miles, an 18-wheeler runs over a rubber hose.
The ding is so loud, we kinda dance in the gas station office. My mama collects herself for customers, tugs her 3-hook bra, shoves her hair up under a Tommy's S.O. ball cap. The name, Ethel, cross-stitched on the station shirt, like she's become one of the ingredients in the gas she pumps to put me through school. She lingers longer than I'd like into driver's side windows. Young men cling to her cleavage. Nasty answers to her question fill her up. Car after Cadillac car, she rams the shiny shaft of the jointed nozzle down the dark hole of the tank. Knocking her knuckle on the back window lets them know she's through. An oil-stained rag hangs off her pocket. Around her neck she wears a locket, a picture of me pressed inside. Sometimes she pulls out prematurely. The slippery fuel kind of puddles and drips down the drain as she strikes a match on her zipper to light another smoke. Oh Lord, that woman plays with fire. And for years I burn with what I learned there on the outskirts of Memphis. You see, back then, a young girl can't fathom what a hard woman knows. Thank you, guys.
Well, Minton, it is such a pleasure to have you here on the show.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
So I've been listening to a lot of your material, and you talk about family a lot. I'd like to know, are these real stories? Are these real people that...
I'd like to tell you I was from a functional family, but these are real people. We always said guns don't kill, family do. And some of the stories I tell have to do with that.
Oh, well, Pat was reading your resume when he was talking about you earlier. I particularly liked divinity school dropout, social worker, writer, poet.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, I feel like Al Gore and I were in the same boat, dropping out of Vanderbilt Divinity School together, not at the same time. Just trying to find our way, both of us still. And I come from people in Arkansas, and I'm from all over the place. And this is I am from. I am from a dancing bunch of silly siblings, moonwalking like Michael Jackson to Smokey Robinson's Tears of a Clown. I'm from a dank kitchen of burnt bacon and the pop sound of a face slapping for daring to dispute the word of my mad mama. College boy, Yankee, number 2, rascal number 3, 4, 5, and rascal number 6. Can I get a witness? Woo! Do you follow me? I'm from the foul line, way past dinner time. Sink 20 free throws, or don't come inside for supper. I'm from a tearful team of 2 tall girls whose only dream was to one day sitteth at the right hand of Pat Head Summit and play ball for Tennessee. I'm from suspender-wearing octogenarians, idling gregarians shoving checkers on a grocery store porch, hopped up on 6 glasses of sweet tea a day. I'm from a ruby red telephone sitting all alone when the prank calling panty man solicits my sister and my daddy blows the referee whistle into the receiver till he's hot damn blue in the face. I'm from squat spying on the next door neighbor who threatens to rip the stitches from the witch's back if she won't cut out all that complaining. I'm from fire, more than ice, Bible, more than brains, Captain Kangaroo and hee-haw in a blue bond with boredom. I'm from Nina and Jonas, Addie and Bill and my brother. Mostly my brother. He's shook and job dance steps around that beehive back bedroom. I'm from back then, really more than right now. Can you go there? Do you know how? Where are you from? Where on earth are you from? Thank you.
It's intermission time here at the Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina. The Martha Bassett Show is produced in collaboration with listener-supported 88.5 WFDD, public radio for the Piedmont.
We hope you're enjoying the show. When you come to visit us in beautiful downtown Elkin, make sure you stop by the shops at 150 East Market Street, where you'll find Dirty Joe's Coffee, the Smoothie Station, Gwynn and Market Mercantile, and the Barkery, home of Melissa's all-natural pet treats. The shops at 150 East Market Street, where you're sure to find something for everyone. When you come to visit us in beautiful Elkin, North Carolina, make sure to stop by these fine downtown businesses. The Elk Pharmacy, Yoga on Main, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Yadkin Valley Quilts, Fruition, and Life Store Insurance, your North Carolina insurance specialist. Welcome back to the second half of the Martha Bassett Show, featuring Minton Sparks, Jonathan Byrd, and Shohei Tsutsumi. Remember, you can follow the entire schedule, listen to past radio shows, and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Now, let's get back to Martha on stage at our home, the beautiful Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, performing the song Revenge.
It's a matter of sensation, but somehow you have a way of avoiding it all. In my mind, stand. The ricochet is the second part, 'cause you can't hide what you intend. It glows in the dark once you've sought the path of revenge. There's no way to stop, and the more I try to hurt you, the more it hurts me. Seems like a character mutation. Though I have all the means bringing you jokers down, I can't make myself to destroy upon command. Somehow forgiveness lets the evil make the laws. No, you can't hide what you intend. It glows in the dark once we've become the thing we dread. There's no way to stop. No, you can't hide what you intend. It glows in the dark once you become the thing you dread. There's no way to stop, and the more I try to hurt you, the more it backfires. The more it backfires. The more it backfires. Thank you.
All right, please welcome back Shohei Tsutsumi.
Yeah, this is how I play it. You know, mountain darushima, this is the instrument's name. Usually also called like a lap darushima, you know, because people just put on lap. But as you see, I kind of use my knee, so now this is a knee darushima, okay? So I gonna compete in maybe knee darushima competition, you know? The reason why I kind of like the darushima is you can hear the kind of a drone. You always have hear like some kind of a same note. This is kind of a really kind of a relaxing, you know. That's why I like the kind of old time music. And I'm gonna play a tune called the Red Rocking Chair. This is really famous in the Gaylax area, Gaylax, Virginia. I ain't got no use for your red rocking chair. I ain't got no honey baby now. I ain't got no sugar baby now. It's all I can do and it's all I can say. I'll send to your mama next payday. I'll send it to your mama next payday. Who rocks the cradle? Who'll sing the song? Who rocks the cradle when I'm gone? Who rocks the cradle when I'm gone? I rock the cradle, I sing the song. I rock the cradle when you're gone. I rock the cradle when you're gone. Thank you.
You look at me, I look at you. We used to be birds, navigating the night together. You come to me, I come to you. Yeah. We used to be birds, calling out in the sky for each other. Yeah. Now here we are and no one knows. We used to be birds. It's all there in the hinge of your hand and the way we turn. Did you ever wonder why you look to the sky to find me? I looked for you too, then one day I knew we used to be birds. We used to be birds. You dance with me, I dance with you. We used to be birds. Here's a sweet little song to remind us. You say my name, I say your name. We used to be birds on a branch in the night for the lovers to find us. Now here we are and no one knows. We used to be birds. It's all there in the hinge of my hand and the way we turn. Did you ever wonder why you look to the sky to pray for me? I prayed for you too, then one day I knew we used to be birds. We used to be birds. We used to be Thank you. Thank you. I played a show a couple of years ago, and a lady came up to me after the show. She said, my husband is a paleontologist, and we were never birds. And I thought maybe I should let y'all know that I'm not a paleontologist. I'm a poet.
Jonathan Byrd is well regarded as a poet, as well as one of the finest songwriters to come out of North Carolina. His first book, You've Changed, was published in 2018, and he just released his most recent book of poetry, Devotion.
It's actually a new one. It's called On Complaining About the Cold. On a night this cold, the stars are twinkling o'er dark seas so vast we have no inkling. Neptune has the strongest winds in soul's realm. Venus, her sulfuric acid clouds swell, hotter yet than Mercury the fleetest. Listen, I don't mean to sound defeatist. Pluto has ice mountains you could ski on. Mars has things geologists could gee on. Jupiter has moonlets by the dozens. Saturn's rings come from some kingly husband. Helios can fill the sky with gayness. Astronomers might like to see Uranus. Earth's charm lies within this cosmic dictum. Finest weather in the solar system. Thank you. Hey, get Martha Bassett out here to sing with me. Come on out, Martha. Oh, that's fun.
How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, I was raised Southern Baptist. I'm seventh generation of my family to be born in North Carolina. My dad was a preacher, so now you know what's wrong with me. And but my dad was a preacher, and I married a nice Jewish girl from Bedford Village, New York, and we would home church.
Baptist hymnal.
Well, it's 8 o'clock and the neighbors are knocking to give us a ride to church. If we lay quiet, maybe they'll buy it. I think this plan could work. I hear 'em leaving, get under the sheets and celebrate good news. The best way to spend Sunday's loving you. Baking the biscuits and making the fixins in your birthday suit. Frying up bacon, you might wear an apron, it's the safest thing to do. If you want coffee, get your hands off me, honey, one lump or two. The best way to spend Sunday's loving you. Hear the church bells ringing, the sun shines down from up above. I hear the choir singing, hallelujah, God is love, God is love. It's 5 to 11, and I'm in heaven with you at home alone. Let's get to the neighbors and pick some tomatoes before they get back home. I'll make it out of town with a blanket on the ground by the time the preaching's through. The best way to spend Sunday's loving you. The best way to spend Sunday's loving you. Martha Bassett, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jonathan Byrd. Thank you so much.
Wake Forest Baptist Health is the exclusive healthcare sponsor of the Martha Bassett Show. Wake Forest Baptist Health has more than 300 primary care and specialty locations throughout the region, and a world-class team providing comprehensive care in cancer, orthopedics, cardiovascular health, and more. wakehealth.edu.
I don't know if anybody noticed I brought my purse on stage tonight. And I think I've been on stage in 15 years, maybe one time without my purse. And it is my grandmother's purse. And when she died, my grandmother didn't have a lot, but she willed me her purse. And when I got it, I looked in there and all the same stuff was in there. You know, the powder puff was in there, the Buckeye was in there that she rubbed for good luck. And so when I started telling stories, and I just decided to not ever be without her purse. I have two. So if you've ever seen me, I have a summer purse, but after Labor Day, I changed to the dark purse because I was raised right. And thank you. Thanks for acknowledging that. Anyway, and this is a piece to honor her. It's called Her Purse. The church crouches in the crook of dead man's curve like an old leather catcher's mitt. After the burial, huddled on the hill, my daddy read her will then and there. Now my Jebbo didn't have a lot, but what she had is what we got, and she bequeathed me her genuine patent leather pocketbook, a black bag that dangled off her wrist for years like a growth, a bunion or something. You'd have thought she was hauling state secrets or some other family's fortune, the way she policed her purse. If you said, "Sit it down, Mama," it might as well have been "kiss my ass" in that woman's mind. Lumbering back to the car, I didn't get far before I knelt down in the Johnson grass and exposed her Tennessee tote sack to daylight. Chiclets spilled when I clicked open the clasp. A vial of pills rolled out in the grass, some butter rum lifesavers, and a narrow tooth comb. Chapstick, shed keys, an old birthday card she'd gotten from me, some wadded up Kleenex, and a half a stick of double mint gum. What I really wanted was her rubber change purse. It's now on the floorboard of the hearse. It was red with a slit down the middle. She'd pinch it open, take her pointer and thumb, and then press the coins down into my palm when they passed the plate at church. But it was there in the side zip pocket where I found a secret she thought she'd buried. An old love letter from a farmhand, Howard McDaniel. I love you too, scrawled in the margin of the yellowed note. The purse gaped open there in the grass, contents exposed. I felt like I'd stolen her clothes. This woman who swore she was never naked before her own husband. Thank you, Martha.
Well, I want to tell you that it has been just an amazing honor to share the stage with you, and thank you for allowing our band to back you up.
Thank you
this has
so
been
much.
great
What
fun
an
for us.
amazing band. Thank you for having me here. What a night. In my family, the women in my family only really had one line of work that was lucrative, and that was gold digging. See her dark tan, those double D implants, the sharp tip of her high heel, it's a drill bit. She's digging down in Dallas for Texas tea, 'cause she's a gold digger. Gold digger. Looking for a sugar daddy. Her papa put penthouse parameters around what's pretty early and often. Splay-leg women, laid back laughing, lipstick thick enough to paint the town square. Don't you dare touch that dial while the Miss America pageant's on. Or my Playboys stacked neatly above the dryer. Gold digging, gold digger, looking for a sugar daddy. Now, girls learn to rummage through the ruins, stand stoic in a field like a stacked stone chimney. Long after he'll burn the house down around you, they're gold digging, looking for a sweeter daddy. She got sick of pot and pan handling, trying to make ends meet, mining candy bar wrappers from a Chrysler backseat. Gold digging, looking for sugar daddies. Truth is, when you get a Rolex and a houseboat and a full-length mink coat, it won't bring young and yesterday back again. Go on and sing for your supper, child. Please don't barter for bread. Nip tuck don't phase her. Silk tie blue blazer. Sidewalks in Dallas. Some rich man's palace. Gold digging. Born on the bayou. Born on the bayou. These boots were made for walking. Backup singers over here. Thank you. Minton Sparks.
That's our show for today, folks. Thanks to all the musicians for sharing their music. This show was produced by Pat Lawrence with assistance from the Reeves Theater. Our background music today was provided by Russell Kelly.
And as always, a special thanks to our home, the historic Reeves Theater and Cafe in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. You can follow the entire Reeves Theater calendar at reevestheater.com and also on Facebook.
The band tonight was Sarah Howell Miller on percussion and piano, Fiona Burdett on cello and mandolin, Russell Kelly on electric guitar, Alex McKinney on dobro and guitar, and Pat Lawrence, our announcer, on bass. The technical staff included Jeff Irving and Russell McCumber running sound, Ben Singer handled the video, Josh Castevens managed the house, and Anna Haverluck sold the merch.
Support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from the Downtown Elkin Business Association. With its origins reaching back to 1933, the Downtown Elkin Business Association helps promote the many aspects that make Elkin, North Carolina, one of this state's established Main Street communities.
Thanks for listening to our show. Remember, you can follow the entire schedule, listen to our past radio shows, and subscribe to our podcast at marthabassettshow.com. Until next week, take good care of yourselves and each other.